looking to move over 5. That one will bounce out of at the 25. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Roethlisberger will hand to Conner, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A good Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018 he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ross Blacklock in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
17 yards.
Good catch by Deontay Johnson, and he really helped fill a void during his rookie season when he had 59 catches, then led the team, and he was first among all rookie receivers last season as well. Not bad for the 10th wide receiver selected in the 2019 draft. Really good play. Expects to continue to get better in this Pittsburgh offense.
Here we go. 180.
They'll try and run for it with Conner. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
Sacked there by Whitney Merciless, and sometimes he gets overlooked on this Houston defense with J.J. Watt on that side of the ball. But remember, he was the first-round pick for this Texans team back in 2012. And in 2019 led the team with 7.5 sacks and 4 forced fumbles.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
David Johnson.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, Johnson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
The tackle made
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up and down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
complete to
that good for
the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
At the 6-yard line.
2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring.
2nd and 4.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Vince Williams.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Texans 3, Steelers nothing.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Deontay Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger will throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Complete to James.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Now the third-year man from NC State, it's Jalen Samuels. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Roethlisberger with a pass complete to Claypool. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. coming up at halftime. We'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on third down, Watson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Connor. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
At the 25.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now it's Roethlisberger. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
At the 41-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Ebron caught left side. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Eric Ebron.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
The 46-yard
short little throw to Ebron. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
For a Pittsburgh Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Murray. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.